Hello, food fans. Welcome to Bio 114, in which you will learn the foundations of nutrition. As part of that, we are going to have to cover the basics, which will include subjects like each and every one of the macromolecules, digestion, so you'll get a little bit of anatomy, etc. And we will also be discussing other topics, which include the standard American diet, as well as cholesterol. Is it really that bad? And other topics that are germane to eating well and eating healthily in this day and age. The first thing we're going to discuss is the standard American diet, and the acronym for that is exactly what the standard American diet is, SAD. When you look at what the average American eats, you will find a diet that is filled with prepackaged and processed foods, refined grains, not whole grains, red meat, as well as processed meat, high sugar drinks, candies, cookies, cakes, and other sweet things, and fried foods. And it's not that each and every one of those things are bad in themselves. It is when you look at them in their entirety that you start to run into problems. In addition to that, and compounding the problem is that the way that we run agriculture in this country is problematic, which because in part of the reason it's a problem is because of the factory farmed animals. The topic of factory farmed animals and the way we engage in agriculture here is something we will discuss over the course of the semester. So I think that'll be enlightening for many of you. And another huge problem that we have is that many of our foods are filled with high fructose corn syrup. And food processors are sneaky, because if you look at the label of ingredients for processed or prepared foods, they will not say high fructose corn syrup. They will say things like dextrose or corn syrup or glucose. And if you put all of those sugars, they divide them out by name. If you put all of those sugars together, much of the food that we eat that is prepackaged or prepared is super, super, super high in sugar. And sugar is a problem for many, many health issues. So what we eat, what we put into our pie holes, and how we move or actually don't move is a huge factor in the poor health of many Americans. The issues around diet include gross obesity, cardiovascular disease, stroke, as well as adult onset or non-insulin dependent or diabetes type 2. Talking about diabetes. So that list of health conditions and others, including autoimmune diseases, can be prevented, can be treated, and also can be improved by improving your diet and starting to exercise. And it is simple as that. When I talk to my anatomy and physiology students about the endocrine system and tell them what to do about patients who have diabetes type 2, and any MD will tell you the same thing. In order to control diabetes type 2, you need to be able to control your diet and exercise. So diet and exercise plays a huge role in helping you maintain your health and well-being, your emotional health as well as your physical health. So what are foods? Pretty simple, right? The products of plants or animals, or something that is made synthetically that is going to give you energy as well as nutrients that you need for your health and well-being, which includes the maintenance of your cell and therefore your tissues. You also need to be able to grow and repair those tissues. And diet is the term that we use to encompass whatever you eat. So the food and the beverages that you are going to consume. Think about a Mediterranean diet, think about a paleo diet, think about a vegan diet. That's what we mean when we talk about diet, not necessarily I am dieting to lose weight. So this is a very interesting video, and be forewarned that any of the videos that I have posted in these PowerPoints are fair game for any assessment. So you're going to want to watch this. And I am going to end here because in the next clip, we will talk about how fire changed our worlds.